My name is Mallory Lavoie. I'm a pre-service teacher at Tarleton State University. This was my classroom floor plan assignment. So what I'm going to do is I have my classroom floor plan here, and then I'm going to go through a detailed explanation and kind of show what's in each area. So we're going to start with the reading center. Here we have a quiet reading space. This cultivates a good experience with literature. So we want it farthest away from the door, from home center, any kind of interactive learning center that's going to cause a distraction for readers. It's also located next to these windows here. These white spaces are windows, and this allows for natural lighting to help students read comfortably. Good lighting is really important. So here in the Reading Center, this is the rug I have in the Reading Center. Here we have a reading literacy tower. Right here we have a big book display holder. An ottoman for reading. Another place where they can also do independent work during independent assignments. Here is a watermelon beanbag chair. And this reading bench sectional, which is really neat because the back side of it, I think I got a picture right here, has a shelf that is going to be used for storage in the listening center here. A lot of what's really important during space, using your space, is you need to accommodate it for multiple uses. And this helps the flow of the classroom. There was a quote I read. It says, children need access to a range of spaces, access to materials, access to other children and other adults. So, in short, the ability to access their own creative processes. So what we have here is a space in the Learning Center where students are going to sit on this chair here, which is featured here. There's going to be iPads, iPhones, any kind of old reusable media device that'll hold audio MP3. This will be used to download audiobooks for the listening center so they can kind of read along. And then this is just another space that can be used sometimes during math or science center. It can be used for the listening center for different activities. It just depends. It's just to kind of utilize seating space and seating arrangements. So this is the table that's right here. And then we have two rolling stools. And then these two chairs are just going to be your average desk chairs. Some students prefer this. One thing I really wanted to emphasize in my classroom was different seating arrangements and different seating styles, like the ottoman, the beanbag. I have little scoop chairs over here. I'm going to show you in a little bit. Just to kind of meet the unique way that each person learns. I know when I was younger I liked to stand up. I would rather have stood up than sat in a chair. Okay, so these tables are what I have here. I have 3 of them here. One of them is going to be my writing center. This is another place where students can do, like if we have some sort of art assignment. We have flat spaces for students to work and to do independent work as well. Right here, these 3 stools are going to look like this. This big round stool here is a mushroom stool. And then we have 3 of these storage benches. Which I love that these are drawers here. It'll be great. You can keep utensils for the writing center in them. And then these two seats right here are going to look like this, and they're also storage spaces. So we're going to come back over here now. We have our Math and Science Center. Next to it is an aquarium, and there's also a plug, and there's a plug on top of this table. So here we have the outlets, more spaces for storage, and for stools. This is a STEM table. It would be good for math and science centers. It can hold objects like magnifying glasses, buttons. The buttons can be used for both math and science learning centers for identifying the difference and similarities, using them for counting manipulatives, weight attributes. We're going to move along. Dice for any kind of like math activity. We might need dice, spinners, colored spinners, blank spinners, a Judy clock, and whiteboards and expo markers. And then we have our restroom here. This is our door. And then right here we have lockers. So we have some with 2 space and some with 3. Another outlet right here. Okay, and these are those scoop chairs I was talking about. They can be stacked up to be 1 chair or all the way down to small chair. And then here we have Home Center. This area is furthest away from our reading center. It's going to be kind of a more busy area. It's a little bit louder. Kids are dressing up, they're talking, they're pretending. So this area has a little fake oven in it. And then we're going to have all kinds of different foods. They can pretend they're grocery shopping. They can use money. And then right here is going to be this storage space. And inside of it, we're going to have costumes, little just for dress up, so students can dress up during Home Center as well. And there's also going to be puppets in that storage unit for the Home Center area as well. This table is over here. It's going to be kind of like the teacher's desk, but it's for one-on-one, and chairs can be added if it needs to be small group instruction. This is the stool here for students to sit in so they can feel comfortable. And then this is going to be kind of like the teacher's chair, but students can sit there too doing independent work. And then this is right here next to the teacher's desk. Students can turn work in, it'll be assigned, and then also they can find materials here such as matte pencils, highlighters, any kind of crayons, glue. And then along the wall here is going to be these kind of like a credenza, and it's going to have computers on top of it. So we have one here and one here, and it's going to be used for storage. We'll have computers on top of them, probably 4 on each side. And then this is going to be another place for storage: crayons, glue, construction paper, building blocks for centers, for fun centers or learning centers, little marble construction, Hot Wheels, Hot Wheel roads. And then over here we're going to have our writing center with an easel here. And it's going to have expo markers, flashcards, sentence, like the blank sentence papers, different materials that are for the writing center and also for the teacher to use during whole group instruction. It'll hold big books. She can write on it. And then this is our rug that we have, our big rug. And the colors here are going to help group the students when they're sitting. So you can say orange group line up or red group line up. And then this is the chair that's here. Students can sit there during independent reading time or independent work. And mostly the teacher can sit there when she's reading to the group. And then we have a little media stand over here. That's for the Promethean board, which is right here. And it'll have the computer on it. Here's the Promethean board. Projector. And then at the Writing Center, we're going to have sight word, flashcards, different kind of flashcards created for rhyming, word sorts, Mad Libs. And that is my classroom.